Yeah, I thought it was a good hockey game. I think it was a tale of three games almost. First period wasn't the way you want to start with a 2-goal deficit, but I wasn't that upset by the way we played. I thought we had some looks, and puck wasn't going in. So they come in and they score on their first shot, which is never a good thing, and that's the way it ended. But second period was excellent, and the third period was back and forth. You know, you give up 2 goals within a minute, most times you're not going to be successful. So we've actually been very good in our third periods in the last 4 or 5 games, but tonight it wasn't enough, and we needed a kill on that penalty kill, and it obviously didn't happen. They scored on that, and I thought that was a little bit of a turning point. And you know, we had enough shots, we had enough looks, and we had the right guys going. But a couple uncharacteristic turnovers in the third period, that's tough. Any questions?
Yeah, it wasn't those breakdowns in the third period that really they kind of opened it up.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's hockey, right? It's that's why you keep playing. It's tough to sweep anybody in Hockey East 3 times. It's really tough, especially when we just saw them a couple of weeks ago. You always think it's going to be a little easier than it is. And that's a well-coached hockey team. That's a very good hockey team. They're going to go on to get more points from other opponents. I'm convinced of that. However, no excuses. You know, you win as a team and you lose as a team. And tonight, I was actually proud of our effort. 44 shots and you only give up 17. Most nights you win, but you can't give up 2 goals in a span of a minute against anybody.
What did you say to the guys when UNH took a 5-3 lead? Obviously, then you get a power play not long after you score. Kind of what was your messaging after you went down 2 and obviously almost came close to tying it up?
Yeah, stick with it. I had called my timeout already, so we knew that there was no stopping the play, right? And we had a couple uncharacteristic turnovers and a couple uncharacteristic icings, which I had to call a timeout because of that. But they stuck with it, and kudos to them. They're well coached, and they let you play on the outside, and you know, we need to penetrate a little faster and not get down by 2 goals, right? You lose a lot of energy trying to catch up and chase the game. So when we caught up, you're going into a third period tied. Most nights, that's a good scenario at home, right? But again, you can't give up 2 in the span of a minute if you think you're going to have success.
That's the one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to chase the game.
No, against any opponent. And I reiterate, and I know it's being redundant, but it's tough to sweep any team in Hockey East. You know, you see Vermont going to BC last week and get 3 out of 4 points, the old 3 out of 4 points, whatever it is now. This is Hockey East. There is no weak opponent from top to bottom. So, yeah, we'll take our lumps today and look to get better next week.
What did you think that, or from the bench, what did you kind of see that UNH changed up against you guys from the previous matchup 2 weeks ago?
Not a ton. They were more opportunistic, and by far. You know, when you get 17 shots and you get 5 on that goalie, he's been spectacular for us all year. And tonight was not his best. He'll tell you that, but he's been terrific for us. So it's a team loss, and like I said, we'll look to get better next week.
When you look at the score, obviously 5-4, someone might think that would mean there was a lot of momentum changes up and down the game. I didn't really see it that way. I thought you guys kind of more or less dominated most of the game. How do you see it?
Yeah, if you don't finish a game, it doesn't matter. You know, you can talk about momentum shifts, you can talk about a lot of things, but you have to play 60 to 65 minutes, and obviously we had some breakdowns that cost us, and they paid. You know, we paid because of it. So, yeah, it's if I go through the last 5 games, we've actually had good third periods, and today wasn't one of them. We got outscored 3-2.
Any more questions?
That's it. Thanks.